Hello guys, welcome back to another episode review of Hollyoaks for Wednesday 17th of December 2025. I feel like Frankie's playing a dangerous game. She's basically almost partnered up with Dodger. Dodger and her just come across with each other in Castle McQueen, and all he said that, to let Darren know that there's someone going to be around to basically check up and investigate the ash gone missing, or the urn gone missing for JJ. And at there where Frankie's told Dodger that maybe she has some suspicions on Sully in so many words, and then Dodger also wants to bang Sully up because obviously he knows that Sally's a wrong 'un, and obviously he knows that Sully's has won over Donnie, because Donnie just won't he won't be truthful. So I feel like Donnie's got a bit of an edge. But anyway, Frankie's playing a super dangerous game because when she was up with in the loft with Sully, she's wearing a wire. Obviously, she's trying to get Sully to confess fully on voice record, and she's trying to. I think she went off the wrong foot to Sully, not blaming him, but also Sully went angry, and then obviously she said she was grateful for him killing JJ, and she wanted to get that on confession. But Sully, I think he saw a trap in his mind, so he didn't say anything. He goes, look, I don't want to talk about JJ, I just want to talk about us. So unfortunately that plan failed. But what sparked me is that when she came down the stairs of the loft, Dodger just came out of nowhere, and they're just having a casual conversation by the loft about all of this. And do you not worry about the cameras, especially with the likes of Sully and Froggy running the loft, and everyone knows that place has got CCTV. What coverage they have as viewers, we don't know that information, but we do know they have pretty good coverage because of the past, where they've managed to get a lot of recordings and whatnot. So I feel like that was a very dangerous game, both Frankie and Dodger playing. So how do we know that Sully has not seen them talking to each other? And also the fact that she said she talked to Dodger prior, and then he immediately went, red by saying, you talked to Dodger before me. So that just to me implies that he's got some serious jealousy, anger issues, almost like. But he's trying to come across like a good guy. So, he's trying to get her to come back to his place. But you can tell she's not ready. And then he goes, no, you don't have to. But it's like he's putting some good actions out there as well. So he puts him on a question mark. But I personally believe he's a complete wrong one, because the way he lashes out, he's clearly got anger issues. And I feel like, again, Frankie, she's just got to be careful. She doesn't know who she's messing with, especially if we don't know the history of the Sully and Froggy. Donnie, back in his house, and, Sully lets Gemma know that, he was soliciting last night. And, she wasn't really too happy with that, because especially she had a heart-to-heart with her dad, and she said she almost like bygones be bygones. She came for revenge. But after meeting Dylan, Vicky, Misbah, she doesn't really want revenge. She just wants the family, I guess. She's been all by herself all this time, and only had the likes of devious Froggy and devious Sully. I wouldn't really call them her family or anyone's family. But yeah, like that was a bit of a shame that Sully keeps ruining things. But I do feel like someone like Warren needs to put Sully in his place. And I do hope it's done before Christmas, because I can't really take any more of Sully being this villain that's supposedly got so much power and whatnot. And I'm sorry guys, like I keep saying, I just don't buy it. So Mercedes and Warren, they make up. They seem to have a good relationship, but she's still struggling with her drug addiction, or the pills that she's hooked up thanks to Gemma. Frankie's also getting notes. She showed Diane read the note. I think she thought it's JJ's handwriting. But in the end, we saw Dee Dee, who had the ashes, and she scattered them over JJ and Frankie's mum's, Suzanne's grave, which was interesting, because did her and JJ have a thing before all of this, before he passed away and before he was prisoned? Very interesting. how she's doing all this. Maybe, and also, is she the one that's tormenting Frankie with the notes and stuff, pretending to be JJ? Because Anthony, even though we know he's a loose cannon, but he seemed very shocked to be accused of writing those notes to Frankie. So I feel like it could be very well Dee Dee pretending, forging Anthony's handwriting, trying to cause trouble. I don't know. I'm just guessing, because she's a bit of a dark horse, Dee Dee. Also, I don't know if you guys laughed. I really laughed when Dodger and Frankie, when they were talking to each other, they said that their danger word is mistletoe. I mean, in this season, right? You think, come on, that word's going to be used a lot. So that's like the worst word you can use. I'm sorry, but even like Dylan, he put the mistletoe up for Steve. Steve obviously quickly brushed him off. I don't know what Dylan's thinking. Dylan's obviously losing the plot. He doesn't really care, I guess, because he's single, like I said before. But Steve's got more to lose in terms of his son, and also he's got Rex. Whether does he still love Rex or not? So this is still all unclear to us. I do hope Donnie they stop making Donnie turn to a more of a dark path, because obviously there's only so much Misbah can tolerate, and we're gonna see another family breakdown. As a viewer, I don't want to see any more family breakdown. The reason why I watch this is when I see families together, like the McQueens, like Misbah and Donnie's family. Even like Warren's family. Do you know what I mean? Like especially when Warren's mum was around, I loved it. But except when they had to kill Norma off, and that was devastating as a viewer. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode review, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.